So you guys know that I love Canva. I've made a couple of videos about how to use it. I'm actually working on like a little mini course on how to use it for yearbook. And if you've seen those videos, you probably also know that I used to be a Canva hater. I was kind of an Adobe elitist, and I was like, I know Photoshop, I know InDesign, I'm using industry standard software, like I don't need Canva. And I kind of felt like Canva was cheating because I felt like there's so many templates and they make it too easy. But I have absolutely changed my mind, and now you guys know that I love it. I use it all the time. It is so quick and easy to do and resize social media graphics. There's so many things that it's adding features all the time to be able to make it more robust than it was in the past, because you didn't used to be able to do all the cool stuff you can now. It has so many useful tools that I use every single day in my daily life as a freelance graphic designer and web designer. And in some ways, it does things better than the industry standard applications do. But recently, I've actually seen quite a bit of pushback from the journalism community specifically about using Canva. And there's kind of two camps, because I have a lot of advisors that I talk to that use Canva exclusively for their publications. Their students are very comfortable using it. They know how to control it. It's very intuitive. They feel comfortable creating in that program, so they'll actually create everything, export it, and drop it into their publisher software, which I think is really interesting because there's a lot of things that publisher software can do that Canva can't, and vice versa, because publisher software is built for publications and sending files to be printed, versus Canva is, yes, there's print stuff, but it's not as robust in the print world as it is in the digital space. And so I think using both is a really great option. There's another side which is very anti-Canva, and I want to be careful about how I articulate what I think their opinion is, because I am not on that side and I want to make sure that I'm understanding it correctly. So the feedback I've received from people that don't like Canva is that they feel like it devalues the art of graphic design and all the templates kind of sort of look the same. And especially with the AI tools, it threatens the integrity of visual journalistic storytelling, which I think is an absolutely valid point. Like, I think that that's definitely a concern. But I'm really curious about that perspective, because in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, but I think that the tools are here. And if our students are already using them, comfortable with them, they've built an intuitive platform, why not encourage our students to utilize the tools that are available? My husband is a math teacher, and he equated it to like using an abacus versus a calculator. Like, we're obviously have embraced that technology and we're going to use the calculator. And so again, like, this is my opinion, but I feel like the technology is here. AI is here. We're going to be having students try to use AI for writing, for design. It's only going to get better and better. And eventually we're probably going to have a hard time being able to tell if something was made by AI or if it was made authentically. So I think we need to teach our students how and when to use AI, which means things like how to write scripts, how to edit the content that it generates, but most importantly, when to use it and when not to. So in a journalistic publication like a yearbook, your photos need to be authentic. What level of editing is considered appropriate, brightness, contrast, leveling the horizon, that kind of thing, versus a photo illustration. So I've seen this question come up a lot with teachers, not just the Canva stuff, but particularly the AI stuff. And I think that our curriculum is going to have to change and evolve because AI is here to stay. And I think our job as teachers is to guide our students in how to use these tools. And that means we need to use them, be familiar with them, educate ourselves on how they work, and then be able to articulate to our students when and when not to use them. And don't be afraid to try something like Canva, even if you're an Adobe purist. I still use and love Adobe Photoshop and InDesign every single day. And when it comes to creating a publication of any kind, including a yearbook, school newspaper, I still believe that InDesign is the best program to use. But I definitely think it's time that we embrace these tools so we can work smarter and not harder. So I'm done ranting. Do you guys have any opinions about this though? Like, what are your thoughts on Canva? What are your thoughts on AI and the future of education and graphic design and publications and journalism? Please drop a comment down below, because I would love to hear from current advisors what their thoughts are on this.